Good morning, you all. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing today? We have made it to the final days of Mercury Retrograde. Mercury is finally back to the 6th degree, which is where Mercury Retrograde began. It began at the 6th degree of Sagittarius, and that it was there about 6 weeks ago, and now it has returned back. So it, as I've shared previously in a previous video, that when Mercury goes retrograde, what happens is it takes a particular route 3 times. And this route has been from the 6th degree of Sagittarius to the 22nd degree. The 6th degree is a degree that is ruled by Virgo. So this is the second time that it is at the 6th degree. Now it will turn around at the 6th degree and go back the other way, which is the 3rd time. I've shared it's sort of like if you are in your home and you're getting ready to go somewhere and you get your keys. No, you leave your keys. I'm sorry, let me start over. You're in your home and you're getting ready to go somewhere and you get your bags and you walk to your car from wherever you are in your house. Wherever your car is, you walk to it. And then you get to your car and you realize you have forgotten your keys. So that first journey from your house to your car is the first leg of Mercury retrograde. Then you realize you've forgotten your keys. So you turn around and go back to your house. That is the second leg of the retrograde. You get your keys, you turn back around, and you go back to the car. That is the third leg of Mercury retrograde. So we are now in the place where you come back into your house and you're getting your keys. That's where we are in this moment. And that degree this time is the 6th degree. So we will be at the 6th degree 3 times. 666, y'all. I just be loving the math and the light codes. 666 is the code for deep transformation from the inside. 666 is like the dark feminine. It's the number of the dark feminine and dark transformation and power. So, and 6 is the degree that is ruled by Virgo. So many of us who are Virgos, we've been going through it. If you have a lot of Virgo placements, this Virgo energy has been really intense, and Virgo is about to be the host of the nodal points starting in January for the next 18 months. So we are under profound, deep deconstruction because Virgo is the constellation that brings energies into existence. Virgo is the constellation of the Virgin Mother. And what is that? It's the energy. The Virgin means you belong to no one but yourself. You belong to yourself. That's what it means to be a virgin. It doesn't mean you've not had sex. It means just because you have sex, they don't own you. It means you still own yourself. It means you're like, this was nice, I enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time if I want to. It means you are sovereign. That's what virgin means. It means sovereignty. And we live in a culture where the religious institutions have totally misconstrued and confused these definitions so that we have collapsed them into actual physical experiences, and that's not what it is at all. Like, all of this spiritual stuff is an internal experience. It's an internal awareness of your consciousness and the story that's playing out within you. And if you're in flow with it or if you're in resistance to it. And so now like I said, Mercury is back at the 6th degree, and on Sunday, it will turn around and begin its direct motion again towards the 22nd degree. Around January 2nd, it will be there, at the 22nd degree, and then it is officially over. But this Sunday coming, it's going forward again. So we've been able to trace our steps 3 times. We've been able to trace our patterns, our behaviors 3 times. This Mercury retrograde is in Sagittarius, and so that's about you having faith in yourself. So today is a Venus day, y'all. And Venus day is the day that I ask for donations and contributions. If this work has been beneficial to you, if it has served you, if you if you get a value from what I do and what I offer, it's my intention to be able to offer this level of wisdom, skill more widely without having a paywall. That is what my soul feels called to. And in that, it is important that I ask for exchange, energetic exchange. It is important that that be a part of it, because I know my value, and I know that what I'm offering is completely beyond value. Like, I know that that is the truth. And so I just have to honor that. I have to honor my knowing of my own wisdom. I have to honor my knowing of my own power so that it will work. If I don't honor it, and this is true for all of us, if we don't honor our magic and our power and our gifts, then they don't work. And I wanted to share a story about that, because we're in this Mercury retrograde, and yesterday a friend of mine someone that I've been friends with since I was in my 20s, reached out to me via text to say that their mother is really not feeling well, like, in the hospital, like being suggested to go to hospice, like a really big deal. And it's a very interesting thing, because this woman she's not American. She's from a Middle Eastern country. Middle Eastern women, East African women are very, very powerful women. They are very, very magical women. And one of the things that I have seen in these cultures with these women, from these old cultures like the Middle East, like, Iraq and Iran and Syria, those places, right? Also Ethiopia, like Eastern Africa. There is something that is like rotten in their perspective. They've started to like eat each other. It's like they've become so cynical, so that they doubt the magic, that there's not a levity. And I also see it in women from Eastern Europe also, like Romania and these Eastern European, because they've suffered so much, because there's been so much suffering, they are still at the effect. They just don't believe. They haven't lightened up enough to access the depths of their power, and they have so much power. So my girlfriend reaches out to me, tells me that her mother is not doing well and wants to know, what should she do? And she's asking me, like, and I text back to her, we have had these conversations so many times because we've known each other since we're 25 years old. And for 25 years, you have witnessed me diving deep into my work. Now, what happens is oftentimes when people come from these other countries, they are given the American dream. So they get money and, she's an attorney and, so they invest in American power and not spiritual power. So now she needs her power and she doesn't have access to it. And what do I mean when she doesn't have access to it? She hasn't cleared her suffering. She hasn't cleared her trauma. She hasn't cleared her fears. She hasn't cleared her doubts and disappointment. So now something very challenging is happening in her life with someone who was also magical but didn't use her power. And she's being forced to have to use it in a way that is challenging her and scaring her because she has not done the work for years now. We have been friends for years. In the last few years, she has sat with me and I have said, you need to do this. And she has refused. She has been so unwilling, and I get it. And I'm not judging. I'm just telling you guys so that you begin to understand, if you are resisting your power and your magic and you are unwilling to take the extension, the love, the gifts that the universe is giving you to help you come into yourself gently and gracefully, if you are resisting it, denying it, it will not go away, and it will get greater and greater and greater. And so now her mother is making her transition because they have not honored their gifts and their power. I need y'all to understand that this shit is not for play. And I have to tell myself this all the time for myself. And when I have somebody showing up in my life who is reflecting to me that she's not using her power, I have to come right back to myself and go, where am I not using my power? Where am I denying myself? Where am I being lazy? Where am I leaning into trauma? So I really want to encourage you all to understand that this reality is changing, and it's about to change fast. When Mercury goes direct, we're already seeing the writing is on the wall, big time. You know what I mean? Like, the walls are falling down now. But when Mercury goes direct, this is about to be a whole nother experience. Like, when the nodes go into Virgo and Pisces, which is the imagination and the physical world reality, we're going to see things happening in deep ways. People are going to start really getting sick because the South Node is in Virgo. So if you haven't been taking care of your body, if you haven't been taking care of your emotions, your physical body is going to break down. Your emotional body is going to break down because that South Node is in Virgo, which is about health and daily routines and rituals and practices. So it's going to force you into creating rituals and practices to help you be who you're meant to be. This is a profound time. So today, where Mercury is at the 6th degree and we are headed into a Gemini full moon, the math on this Gemini full moon is profound. We are shifting our imaginative power gently and gracefully. This Gemini full moon is at the 24th degree, which is degree ruled by Pisces. We are in a moon cycle that has been the major points: the last quarter moon, the new moon, the first quarter moon, now the full moon. Last quarter moon was in Virgo. So this cycle started in Virgo. The new moon was in Sagittarius. Then the last quarter moon was in Pisces. And now the full moon in Gemini. All these are mutable signs, and mutable energy means rapid change. So we are literally, the speed is about to pick up. We're about to move into a rapid season of transformation. And really what happens with that is people, if whatever work you haven't done, people start to break down. They start to get sick. Or you can, if you have been doing the work, you can relax into this and allow it to take you. If you have been doing your work, you can trust. You can begin to wield the reality with your mind. You can begin to recognize your experience of oneness, because everything outside of you is a projection of what's within you. We are in it, y'all. This is something else. So if you're interested in booking a reading, a coaching session, because really I'm doing more coaching than readings. I've always been doing coaching. My work has always been about coaching. You can do that at healwithmoonmama.com. Again, like I said, if you'd like to make a donation for Venus, for Venus Day, if this work is valuable to you, if you are benefiting from it, you can make a donation at $ Monique Ruffin or @ Monique Ruffin for Venmo. And yeah, and that's really it. And just, or you can just share, how's the work helped you? How is it making a difference in your life? That helps me too, because I know that what I'm doing is priceless. And I know that everybody ain't ready for it either. And so, I'm still on social media. I'm actually going to be ending my social media experiences soon. If TikTok goes away, because I actually am more, I enjoy TikTok more. So I'm not much on Instagram in the ways that really feed me. So my social media presence will be shifting soon, probably, later January and February as things are shifting. My intention and desire is to be doing more live events in person, coming out of social media and into the live experience. And so for people who are local, who want to travel and come and visit, like I just had a client who's also a friend in some way, travel and hang out with me, like that happens a lot. And so if you're going to be local, I would love to spend time with you, and let's be in one another's space, because the world is changing a lot, and the more we're together, the more we ignite and activate one another. It's something that can happen online, but it's also more impactful when we are together. So I thank you guys so very much. I love y'all, and have a beautiful Venus day. I didn't even talk about Venus. Venus is in Aquarius, I think. I think so. Is Venus in Aquarius? Where is Venus? Yeah, Venus is in Aquarius. So Venus in Aquarius is is the energy that allows us to detach from our old ways of being, to create a new sensory system. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.